Damn, what is up? The squad is such favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. I know I'm in the building with MJLover23, Mr. Lover, Big Daddy Long Dog himself. We in the building, y'all. We back to the shekels. What's good? We just a couple shecklinaires. There's a couple
Yep.
shecklinaires up here. If y'all didn't know, we are
Shecklinaires.
here for education, entertainment, and informational purposes only. Okay? If you need it, call it 1-800-GAMBLER. 800-GAM. Text them. 1-800-GAMBLER-chat.org. Get up on their website, check them out. MJ, what's up? It's the after Christmas show. What's going on? What did Santa bring
Yeah,
everything
we
that you
got
was looking for? Were you naughty or nice?
nah.
What happened? Naughty and nice,
I
depending on what you was looking for. I don't know. Let me know.
nah. There's so much different. I'm just I don't know. I'm all over the place. But then again, I try to lose myself in some of the conversations that are going on about certain sports. I'm worried about my Seahawks tonight, which we're gonna talk about a little bit.
Worried about the Seahawks. Okay.
Yeah, these are must win. This is a must win game. If they lose this game, they're probably out of the playoffs. So yeah, it's pretty irritating.
It's critical. It's critical right now for you.
Yeah, it's irritating.
Okay. Critical.
But then again, you guys got about a week and
I just
week,
shaking my head. What, Bree Wayne? What you shaking your head at? What are you shaking your head about?
Oh boy.
I got another show coming on at 4:00, so you could cook dinner, and then I'm gonna do a show at 6:00. And I'm doing a Gamecock show at 6:00, so you should be able to cook. What I tried to fill up. Does that work for your schedule? Let us know. We'll gladly stop the show right now
She
and come
likes
back.
cooking around the sound of my voice. I know.
And that's what it is. You're not gonna be here, so it's not enough for her to cook dinner. I don't know, but I'm gonna still do my job. She here anyways. Just she shaking her head. I don't know.
Freeway's so sweet. She's so sweet.
Okay, was about to cow on you. Yeah, don't cow. Don't, because I don't say uncle. I don't say uncle.
Choosing violence this afternoon.
Yeah, Bree Wayne been choosing violence, but I don't say uncle. I done told y'all. So let's go.
Oh man, that's good. I mean, that might carry through for the rest of the season.
Oh goodness gracious, that's hilarious for me. Yeah, that cow. That one too. That one Coach Coleman, man. Oh goodness, I can't. And we got CC show coming up tonight too. So who knows? He's coming. I know he coming with the pew 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 pew.
Yeah, that'll still crack me up. I'll come on in that video. You guys cut laser at each other.
Pew, pew. I still got to get a bomb sound for him, so I can. I want to sound like a missile dropping when I see his battlefield.
Oh my god, this is so crazy.
So okay, I did not. I asked y'all if I should cash out. I didn't cash out. My parlay got messed up.
Oh no.
I can't even say lesson learned because a part of it. Golden State was the heart bet, right? That's my team. That was the heart bet. So I probably shouldn't have even bet on that game. I shouldn't have had them in the parlay, but I mean, I picked some upsets yesterday too. So I was able to cash in on the individuals, but the parlay got blew up. So that was it for my Christmas. How did your picks go?
They went decently. I got a lot of course, because not only do I pick a ticket, you guys know I like the 40,000 to ones, but I missed on 2 on a 9-legger, I think, and I got most of my investment back because I round robined it, and I also ran it back on single bets. So I had Anthony Davis twisted his own ankle in the first quarter.
Wasn't that the weirdest thing? Just by yourself, like, dude, you too big to twist your own ankle, bro.
You know what I'm gonna say about that.
Like,
you already know what I'm gonna say about that.
Hell?
I don't know why these guys are not wearing high top shoes anymore. Here he goes. I don't understand that.
Get off of my lawn!
My God, man, you don't. I'm a one that I played in the trenches. I played 4 positions when I played college, in semi-pro. Two positions in high school because we had a talented team. But the high tops, I rarely ever twisted my ankles. Rarely ever. It's when I started wearing low tops every once in a while, some 3/4. But then again, I'm a different animal because I had strong ankles, so I didn't really twist my ankle that much. But as you can see, all these low top shoes people are tweaking their ankle. Even our Malaysia for a while, he tweaked her ankle in them low top shoes with non-contact in one of the games earlier this year. So I don't know. I'm
It's not
just
the shoes. They just need stronger ankles.
okay. Probably. I mean, I'm not
They need
saying
stronger ankles. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
But I never was. I'm not a high top. I never was a high top. 3/4 was as high as I was going.
I didn't like
was
them
high as I
either.
was
I'm not saying I liked them. I wore them out of necessity sometimes, right? So just depends on how hard the game was going to be. But for the most part, you don't really expect to tweak your ankle on non-contact. That's so
right.
It's amazing.
Say, damn, or something.
Yeah, those are brittle bird ankles.
Let's get strength in them ankles. Let me see. Says, did you see the Miami Hurricane college basketball coach man stepped away? He's retiring. I did see that breaking news pop across my timeline here. Jeffrey, what's up, man?
Ooh, men's or women's?
Men. Miami Hurricane men. And then Kobe started the low top shoes. Marcus Sherrill, what's up?
He did not start the low top shoe. It was
now Kobe's big thing about low tops was that he had studied the side. I remember him doing an interview and saying why he chose to have his shoe be a low top, and he was saying that the soccer players do all of this running, and you rarely see them with twisted ankles or whatever. And so that was why he kind of went with the low tops. They run forever and they don't have these issues. So
I don't think you guys remember Kobe's first shoe before he came to Nike. They were actually Adidas. And I had 3 pair of his ones.
It looked like that first car you bought.
I
gotta step away. I'll be right back, y'all.
They were good too. It's okay. So you guys go back, look at Kobe's second shoe. I think it was his second shoe with Adidas. I had 3 of those. Emily, what's up? I had three pair of his second shoe, and they looked like they were smooth and clean. They looked like the Tesla trucks. If you go back and look it up on YouTube, or not YouTube, but on a search. And I never wore those to play ball. What I did do? I was able to get into the club with those shoes on because they didn't know that they were basketball shoes. I used to go to the club with those, some long jeans, and collared shirt, just enough to pass the dress code, but still be comfortable. But I told us those shoes were great. I had 2 pair of black ones. I had a pair of white ones. I got them from East Bay. If y'all remember East Bay, if you don't remember East Bay is most of that inventory went to Champ Sports or Fanatics. You could probably look up the article. It's really interesting stuff. East Bay was like, you talk about not being able to find your color and your size and all that stuff. East Bay got rid of all of that. They had all the shoes. The only ones they didn't have was the Jordans. Didn't have the signature Jordans and some of the other signature shoes because they weren't authorized to have them. But they had almost everything else, and it came in a magazine. It came into a catalog every quarter. They would send out a catalog because they didn't have like a fully functional website that you could choose from. So that was the thing. And mostly, just to give you guys a history lesson, which you probably weren't asking for, I'm going to give it to you anyway. Mostly the athletic departments, the coaches, they had access to those things, and you as players, they wouldn't let it out of their office. Like you look at it here and that's it. They wouldn't even let you order sometimes from it. But if you were able to get lucky enough to get that little card from inside it that put your address in there, and they'll put you on the mailing list and start sending you catalogs. If you were able to get that before anybody else, you were able to actually go get that catalog and start ordering your own shoes. That was absolutely phenomenal. I never got that chance, but I was able to actually get my coach to give me some of the old catalogs. So that way, at least I got to see some of the shoes, and it was a wonderland of shoes, clothes, sweatsuits, headbands, socks, all just some of the most ridiculous stuff that you would not get to see in the stores because the stores couldn't hold all that inventory. But anyway, I digress. It was a wonderful time back then. Now you gotta get onto the aftermarket place if you can't stand in line overnight to get a couple pair of shoes that are selling for $250, $300, and then have to buy it in the aftermarket for $6 to $7, depending on if you're buying the ones. Some of those are up to $1,400. Yeah, it wasn't like that back then. But anyway, I digress. So I see we have the 4-pack up, ready to go. So the 4-pack's back. Get off my back. That's gonna be that's been a hook that was established last night. And good shout out to Bree Wayne, who is always on my back. So we dedicated the 4-pack, get off my back hook, which I may work with Coach Coleman or Coach Rowe to bring that to life, so we can bring that up for the 4-pack segment. We'll see how it works out. I'm just cracking myself up for no reason right now. Okay, real quick, let's jump into it. 4-pack. We are 13-3 in the last 14. Or wait a minute, that's wrong. We are 14-3. Yeah, that's right. No. 13-3. Sorry, we're 13-3 in the 4-packs. The last 4 Wednesdays. Solid picks. I mean, this is really good stuff. I mean, it's more or less a lot of it is like this week is there's a few picks that are a little bit on the line, but it looks like we may be able to go 4-0 tonight. But make sure you run these back with single bets if you put them into a parlay, and also if you want some extra shekel, round robin these, because I imagine that at least 3 of these will hit, if not all of them. So Rutgers goes up against Kansas State. I had to bring them up. They're in the Big 12. They beat our Colorado Buffaloes, the people that support Colorado. But that's all right. They're in the AutoZone Bowl, which is not the bowl that we're in. And it looks like they should beat Rutgers just because they do have enough firepower. I didn't pick the over or the totals on any of the spreads or that. Just take them straight bets. Oh, no, that's the rate bowl. The rate bowl. What the hell is the rate bowl? Oh, I just saw that. Sometimes I just type the stuff in. I'm not even reading it. AutoZone Bowl. Number 21, Syracuse Orange. Not Orange Men. Syracuse Orange now for some of the old school cats like myself. Totally forgot they took the men off years ago. Going up against Washington State University. So I'm picking Syracuse just off the basis that Huskies, the Washington Huskies are the sports enemy of the Washington State Cougars, who Cougat. Look up Cougat. You'll get a good kick out of it. But I want Syracuse to win. And 59.5 points. That should be a good game if you like high-scoring games. NBA has a number of games going tonight, even though they had a good Christmas slate. Toronto goes into Memphis. Memphis should win this game. Memphis is one of the top teams in the West. I think they're in second place right now. They should win this game easy. They should probably have the reserves in soon after the third. It ends. Houston goes into New Orleans. So Houston should win this. I'm not going to say they're going to win by the spread, but they should win this game. New Orleans is looking to trade a number of their players right now. I'm not sure. There's a few players that are actually going to put out maximum effort for the Pelicans. Everybody else is kind of looking for minutes, auditioning for other teams, evidently. So take Houston for the win. So that's your 4-pack. Should get you some good shekels if you run it back right. You got plenty of time to get the tickets right. You should have 3 tickets if you want to get the maximum out of this. Your parlay bets for the degenerates, your single bets for the regular people, and your round robin for the double degenerates. There you go. You should have 3 tickets. Those are your 3 tickets. You're on mute. Mute.
Did you give Bree Wayne her assignment?
Yeah, I told Bree Wade about the 4-pack Get off my back.
Nah, Miss, it ain't Easter time. Get rid of the Easter eggs.
Oh,
Well, it ain't Christmas time no more. So now what we gonna do now? Since you got rid of the Easter eggs and we can't keep having MJ Lover stocking stuffers. So we need you to come up. What is the next one? Yeah. There we go. I wanted to make sure she knew that. All right. Sorry, y'all.
yeah,
Back to
yeah.
the picks.
Back to the picks. So just a friendly warning. The picks are going to be a little frisky risky before Frisky Risky Friday. So you can tell by the actual odds at the end of these. Anything under minus 40 is going to be a value EV plus bet, but most of the ones that are plus are going to be frisky riskies, and I'm just telling you that right now. The line on these games right now, and this is weird because I just inverted this, but that's all right. We're all family here. Caleb Williams is for two touchdowns or more against the Seahawks, who are up against it, must win, but it's in Chicago. They don't play well on the East Coast. However, this is not a day game. Sunday day games, the Seahawks have a mediocre record, but this is a night game, and this is probably for them. That game's going to start at like 8:00 at night, so they'll have plenty of time to adjust. Even though it's a short week, we have to win this game. But Chicago, Caleb Williams has something to prove, so he definitely wants to play well against them. DeAndre Swift, longest reception, over 9.5 yards. It'll probably be a swing pass out of the backfield, and the Seahawks don't do a really good job of pass catching backs out of the backfield, so he may get that. Be wary of that. It is minus 105. And then last one here for Chicago is Keenan Allen. They have a few different options, like Adunze from Washington Huskies. He's a rookie. He had a decent game last week, I think. And also DJ Moore is another one of their receivers who he might go off tonight because he's kind of your Debo Samuels type player. He takes wide receiver handoffs, and he also is pretty decent on the screen game, and he's just an all-around utility receiver, so he might go off too. But Keenan Allen is the vet. He had, I think, if I remember right, he had over 130 yards receiving last week. So that was one of his breakout games because he hadn't done anything most of the season. So be wary of him. Seahawks, Geno Smith. Now I say it in jest just because I'm a Seahawks fan, and they're professionals. They get paid millions. They hear this from their fans all the time. But Janky Geno, he's at the end of the year, he is fighting through an injury.
Geno.
And yeah, don't listen to Cess. She be cracking.
I was just talking about Geno. Like, look what happened if you wait 8 years to be a starter. Remember? I was just talking about that. Remember?
It would be about 10. But yeah,
remember? Now he's janky. See, I'm telling you how quick they switch up on you, y'all. How quick they switch up on you.
Hey, they say they wrote him off and he didn't write back. But boy, I don't know. I think that letter's half done right now. So we'll see what happens in the next 2 games. But taking him for over 259 yards passing and rushing, even though he's injured, he's playing through an injury. I'll give him credit for that. He has a knee ailment. And on top of that, I don't blame him fully for that last pass last week was the interception. We are still waiting to see why DK Metcalf was trying to run a fly pattern when it should have been an out route, a comeback out route that led to that interception. So DK Metcalf is on the hook for that too. With that,
still steer clear of the tunnel, homie.
Steer
clear of the tunnel.
Tyler Lockett, over 16.5 receiving yards. I'm taking the over on that, and that's a hard pick. Just so you guys know, that's a hard pick. Tyler Lockett is the all-time leading receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. Had just a couple seasons ago, just had 100 reception season. He is the all-time leading receiver for the Seahawks over Steve Largent, who is a Hall of Famer. I'm not sure why Geno Smith does not like throwing to Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is still one of the fastest receivers in the league, even though he's at his advanced age. Very reliable. For some reason, he's not passing the ball, but I'm counting on him to actually get it to Lockett this time, even though our next guy, Jackson Smith and Jigba, one of the better rookies to come out, play for the Seahawks and have really good results his first season. 72 and a half receiving yards. That's Jackson Smith and Jigba is Geno Smith's safety blanket. So, and he plays in the slot, which he's one of the best slot receivers in the league. So I imagine that 72 and a half, he should get that, should get about 80, 85 yards, maybe even a touchdown, hopefully a touchdown.
And it's all depending on Geno.
Geno Janky Smith or Janky Geno Smith or Geno Smith the Janky. I don't know where you want to put it.
Janky Geno. All right.
I'm still pulling for him. I mean, hey, we chased Russell Wilson out of town, and people were blaming Sierra for that. But now we got Geno Smith, and we missed the playoffs. Well, I mean, we had a chance to make the playoffs last year. We didn't. And this year we have a chance to make the playoffs, and we got to win 2 games to do it. So we'll see what happens. Here we go.
Y'all run them lights up, please. Run them lights up. Don't tap on that screen. Hit the light.
NBA. Let's get these slates in here. So just picking a few from each one of these games. There you can see, like, if you see the odds, there are a lot of frisky riskies in here. So one that's kind of and it's a high number, but it looks like it's achievable is Goga Bit I can't pronounce his last name.
Okay, yeah.
But I should have stayed with Therese Halliburton, but we'll go with Goga on this one. Over 9.5 rebounds at -159. Paulo's still out, and I think they have another big that's fighting through an injury right now. 9.5. He should be able to get that. I won't say easy, but he should be at least 10 or 11 rebounds tonight. I didn't take him for his points just because we don't know if HVL's new boyfriend's going to pass him the ball enough for him to get 10 points. And who else? Well, no, I'm just saying. I mean, they are an item, evidently. So she's a part of this now. With that said, Tyrese Halliburton with the rebounds and assists, take the over on that. He can get 13 assists by himself. So he doesn't rebound that much, but we'll see. But the assist should be there for Indiana tonight. Miami goes into Orlando. Well, I just did that. I kind of mixed games up. I'm sorry, y'all. OKC in Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton, definitely take him. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
So yeah, I went out of order?
No, I went out of order. I totally messed that up.
Okay.
That's my fault.
So you come back?
No. Yeah, that's fine. Keep doing. I'm almost there. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is probably going to be gunning tonight, so he might not get 6 assists or more. That is a -135, so it's an EV. It's an EV plus bet, so be careful of that. Miami and Orlando. So Goga is one guy you want to look at, but Tyler Hero. So Jimmy Butler unofficially wants out of Miami, so we never know when he's going to get a spur in his butt and want to get 30 points, or if he just want to sit back and get 9 points.
He better figure it out, because Pat Riley said they ain't trading Jimmy Butler. That's what Pat Riley said. Came down today. Pat Riley said we not trading you. We're not trading him.
Is that what happened today?
I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who's gonna win that battle, but as of today, Pat Riley said they're not trading Jimmy. So,
well, Heat culture. Hey, Miss D. So with that said, we'll go to Charlotte and Washington. So this is two birds fighting over a sesame seed over here. This is
Oh wow.
I
What's up,
mean,
I Smile in the chat? What's going on? Hey, Miss D.
I smile. LaMelo Ball over 8.5 assists, which he can definitely do because he's gonna have the ball enough. Because Brandon Miller's out, I think. He may be a game time decision, but if he plays, he doesn't play well coming off of an injury, so I don't think he'll be too much of a factor unless LaMelo's passing him the ball. Mark Williams, this guy, so 7.5 rebounds. They have him for the over. It's plus 100. It's a good value, and it's him and another person that comes off the bench, or it's him and another guy that plays behind him. He's gonna have, I think his, and this is not gonna make sense to some people, but he had 14 or 15 rebound opportunities, which means it's just an analytic stat that tells you he was in the vicinity of where a ball was coming off the rim and he had a chance to get the rebound. That's what it's called. So if you have enough of those, then you can actually gauge that player may get to that number more often than not. So that's what that says. Alex, sorry, we're going to skip him. I may take him on a third ticket, but I'm skipping him for now. Toronto and Memphis go at it. I have 3 Memphis people in here. John Morant for rebounds, which is weird but when he gets into it, he will get in there and go get some defensive rebounds or a putback dunk. I don't know how his hip is. I hope his hip is all right. But I'm going to bypass him. I'm going to get over to Jaren Jackson. Got to get two or more assists tonight. I just don't. But then again, you probably don't want to pick him because it might be a blowout and he may not even play enough to actually get 2 assists. Okay, Agabagi. Take him for over 3.5 rebounds. That one's kind of a frisky, risky too, just because Scotty Barnes is playing. So is RJ. RJ Barrett's playing, and they both go crazy on the boards, especially when they're not at home. You can take that one. Houston and the Pelicans. Just like I was saying earlier, this most likely won't be a blowout game, just because CJ McCollum and DeJounte Murray, they're gonna always play hard, right? It's just what they do. But the best value in this one would most likely be basically take Herbert Jones for over a 1.5 3-pointers. He's their best 3-point shooter. He takes about 5, maybe 6 a game, so he should get at least 2. And he's long, lanky. He can get his shot off. People aren't going to block his 3. He just got to make 2. I figure he's going to be behind, so they're going to be shooting a lot of them. Chicago and Atlanta. One of the frisky riskies in this one is Jalen Johnson. I don't know why they have him at 10.5 rebounds, but if I went back and looked at his stats, he's been over 10 3 of the last 4 games, which is bananas because he wasn't even close to that before. But he's their second leading scorer, I think. So it's I guess it's a combination of things. They didn't put his points up there, so his points didn't ring, which is weird. Another good bet would be Zach LaVine for 3.5 rebounds. He will get up and get some defensive rebounds and chase down a few. So I'm counting on him to have at least 4 rebounds tonight. Let me see. We have Brooklyn and Milwaukee. So before I get into Brooklyn and Milwaukee, just remind you guys out there and your friends who actually play Prize Picks and Underdog and Better and all those other 5 or 6 pick website wager sites. Let me know because I have those picks. I have picks for those sites. You just got to hit me up and let me know, because I don't know. There's only a few people that's hit me up in the Discord for them, but I haven't talked to them about them either in a while. So let me know. I have those. Some of those picks are not in these videos. They're in. I can put them into the Discord though. So get at me. Brooklyn, Milwaukee. This should be a blowout game. I was gonna tell you guys to do Dorian Finney-Smith for 2 3-pointers or more. I don't know if he's gonna play enough to get that, but I would actually go after Bobby Portis with the try. He's a try hard, so he that one block or more is possible. If you want a safer, then you probably want to go with Damian Lillard for 1 steal. But then again, like I said,
did you call that man a try harder? Is that what you called him? Hold on. Let's stop. Hold on. Wait a minute. First level thinker. Did you call him he's a try harder? Is that what you said? I want to just be clear. I want to make sure I heard it right.
Bobby Portis.
He's a try harder.
He tries hard.
Okay.
So he is a try harder.
Okay. See, I misunderstood. I misunderstood. See, when I heard try harder, I thought you meant like he needed to try harder. Like, yeah, he needs to try harder.
No.
He a person. He got that motor. He really tries. He really gives it his all. He's a try hard kind of guy.
That's the whole thing.
He's a try harder. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Real quick. I saw just a couple questions in the chat. I don't see Don offering Bree's sister right now. I don't see that. I haven't heard any conversation about that. And I do know that we rank number 2 in the net rankings, and I think that has to do with Charleston Southern, and then I think people underestimated USF and their defense. Hall size is an undersized forward. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that. But I'm sorry. Back to the pick. A try harder, please. Please, somebody, please make sure try harder. A try harder is added in the necessities. A try harder. That's a try harder kind of player. That's. I like that.
Try harder players. Some players don't like try harder players if they're not on their team because they try really hard and they can injure them. That's because they're reckless.
Hang up the screen. You said they could try so hard they hurt their teammates. Man, come on, cut it out. Manny tried so hard he hurt his team.
It's happened. So, if you want to
let's go.
You can't even be safe with this. With any of these picks are not safe. Dorian Finney-Smith, go back to Dorian Finney-Smith for 2 3-pointers. He basically shoots about 4 or 5 a game, so he should be able to make 2. They're going to leave him open a few times. He's a 3-and-D guy, so stick with that one. You can actually experiment with that Damian Lillard one if you want. The odds for because he's gotten 1 in the last 3 games, and I just don't trust it. It just makes I don't get it, but. Utah plays in Portland. Another one. One of these. I don't even know how to describe this game. I have Keontae George in one of my fantasy leagues. He is shooting 39% from the field. However, he did hit 7 3-pointers the other night. So I gotta live with. And he does dish out assists. So I gotta live with the good and the bad with him. 3.5 or 4 points or more in the first quarter is quite possible with him, especially against Portland. But I would most likely go with Jeremy Grant in 14.5 points, which is weird because, Jeremy Grant got the big second contract, and he would, they were trying to get him to the Lakers, and people didn't realize that Portland has never traded with the Lakers in the history of their existence, ever. Not one player. Go back and look it up. For Portland has made it a point not to trade with the Lakers ever, and that's one of the reasons why we didn't get him, because they definitely didn't want him a couple seasons ago, but they wouldn't trade him to us. But anyway, I digress. 14.5 points.
They want to trade a player, but they don't like you so much that they just keep him. I'm gonna keep him.
Yeah, they keep him.
This is fight you. This is fight you. I'm gonna keep him. 100%. That's crazy. No, they didn't. You got jokes today. You got to empty that joke bag for the new year.
Hey, man, tell the truth right now.
So Texas that good at number one? No, I think they just said. I think it's strength of schedule. I think is what they give me.
They've had a good schedule.
Yeah, I think that's what they got that for.
Yeah, they got a good schedule.
I'm okay with where we're at right now. We get ready to play a hell of a schedule with this SEC. That's going to change our trajectory in that net rank.
Just before we finish up the basketball part of this, I think we got one more game. I did some research. Was in with Mr. Evans, aka Nothing But the Facts.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me announce. I thought that I saw he changed his name to Facts.
Yes, he did.
I saw he switched his name to Facts in the Discord. Yeah, I thought it was official Facts in the Discord. So
I was there for it.
Looking for Russell. Check. You may have to look him up under Facts. You hear me? You may got to check for him under Facts. That's all I want to let y'all know.
Yeah. So what we found out was that all this talk about undefeated records and all that stuff, we found out that between South Carolina, Notre Dame, USC, UCLA, and what team am I missing right now? UConn. South Carolina is going to play not only the most top 25 teams on their schedule from game one to the end of the regular conference season. We're going to play more top 25 teams than any of those teams. They told y'all
in the game. They said by the time this thing is all over, half of our games may be against top 25 teams. Stop playing with us. 15 per game, maybe against 15 plus, maybe against top 25 teams. Stop playing with us.
About this. No smoke. Think about this. We couldn't get games from people. Like Don came out and told you guys after the Duke game, we couldn't find people to play us, especially in CLA, where we have over a 60-game home win streak. We couldn't get people to play in the exhibition season. So enough of that. I don't want to hear anything about I know we don't hear anything about our schedule anyway. So I just thought I'd throw that out there to you guys while you guys are fighting over chicken scraps.
And then I Smile is saying, who do you have as a sleeper team in the conference play?
Well, I mean, Tennessee ain't a sleeper. I mean, they've been trying to kick in the door. They probably did kick in the door with a few of the games that I saw. I mean, they want to they want to say Oklahoma. I'm still not sold on them.
So look here. Here's the thing. I'm watching South Carolina. I'm watching LSU. And I'm watching Tennessee.
Right.
And until somebody else proves something to me, that's all I'm looking at in the SEC.
I mean, we were looking at Ole Miss. We thought Mississippi State was going to come up and do something.
I'll tell you, and I don't think they're a sleeper because a lot of people have been trying to tell me about them. I like them two down in Alabama. Estes Cody and Gray. Isn't that Gray? Green?
Right. Yeah.
Is that Green? Is that his name? Yeah. But I don't know that I think Alabama's going anywhere. But I'm really only watching 3 teams in the SEC.
Yeah.
I don't have a sleeper team. Somebody going to have to prove it to me.
Until further notice. Notice.
They're my 3, I Smile.
Well, we got Texas though on the schedule, don't we?
Yeah, we got them on the schedule. They ain't on my radar. They're on the schedule. They're not on my radar. Yeah.
So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, we don't see that. Everybody else gonna have to prove it to me. Let's go.
All right. So last game of the slate, we're looking at Detroit goes to Sacramento. Cade Cunningham is he's just a pro's pro. Young guy. I think he's been in the league 3 years, and I know it's the Pistons, but he's basically making the Pistons formidable. They beat the Lakers a few games ago in LA. Hard-fought game. He's just solid through the whole game. He's hard to stop. He's about 6'7", 6'8", too. Plays the.
They won a few games that nobody thought they was gonna win.
Right. They beat some good teams that were surprising to people. So they're right in that area of being able to make a run to make their first playoff run, the playoff appearance in literally almost a decade. Good for him. But two and a half threes or more, that one's going to be tough because he averages about 2 a game. That third one against Sacramento, and he might get it because Sacramento plays an up and down game. But if he's not on early, he may not get it. But I said that last week, and he had no 3-pointers going into the middle of the third quarter, and he ended that game with 5. So I don't know when it's going to happen, but he does take about 6 threes a game on average. So getting 3 is not, I mean, it's not out of the realm to shoot 50% from the 3-point line in a given night. And Sacramento's not that good when it comes to defending the 3-point line. So that line might be better than the Beasley rebounds and assists at 4.5. Beasley's been playing more, and he's been hitting more shots now that he's with Detroit. Didn't hit a whole lot of them with Milwaukee. He did, but then he didn't. Was with the Lakers. The lights were too bright. Couldn't hit the side of a barn. I think he shot 29% from the 3 on wide open threes. Don't get me started on that nonsense. But Cade Cunningham might be your best bet for that game as far as, and that plus 125 is really good. I put it in the odds calculator and looked really good.
All right. Y'all know what's next.
Mr. Lava.
Moonshots of the day, baby. The moonshots of the day. What you got?
All right, we got a quick one. I know Rutgers running back Antoine Raymond looks at under 77.5. I got burned by that on last week on one of the bowl games. This running back ran for like 150 yards that game. So I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to go with Mr. HVL, Jalen Suggs, rebounds, assists. Take the under on the 9.5. He likes to shoot a lot. He'll pass the ball here and there, but he likes to shoot a lot. I mean, I don't know if I told you, but he likes to shoot a lot. So take the under on the rebounds and the assists. You should be good on that one at minus 125. That's EV plus bet.
That's HBL's man.
It is HBL's man.
All right. I had no idea. No, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But after a moonshot, y'all know what it is. MJLover23. Mr. Level Up. Mr. Van Lift, what are you talking about? Big Daddy himself. He done put together an extra long shot of the day for you. What you got?
All right. So we have one of our ex-favorite players, Dylan Edwards from Kansas State, going into his bowl game, the Rate Bowl. By the way, if you're late getting in here, they are playing in the Rate Bowl. Have him for under a touchdown. He doesn't return kicks. He returns punts, but he doesn't get a whole lot of those off. And they don't use him in the red zone. Evidently, they use him in the red zone against Colorado Buffaloes for revenge factors only. So under
bet on him to do nothing.
To do nothing in the end zone, in between the 20 and the 20. He might do.
I can't bet on this. It's so hard to go in there and bet for a kid not to do nothing.
The shekels are in you. The shekels are in your favor. Let me see. And Dylan Brooks, 1.5 rebounds. That's quite possible. Like I said, they're playing against the Pelicans, so he'll probably get a lot of run. He'll get bored and he'll just mix it up with somebody and get on the board and all kind of stupidness. I don't be surprised if there's a punch thrown in this fight just because he gets bored. But yeah, and Salty Aldama, he is good for 3 assists or more, but that one I'm looking at the numbers. He's up and down. Might stay away from that one, but I may put him in a single just because he has some good shekels. We'll run it back. You're on mute.
Before I go any further, I know Bree Wayne want to know: do we think Murray Boyles is gonna get drafted? Before we answer that
Well, that
question,
was Murray
I'll make sure
Boyles.
I'm not on mute. He played for South Carolina. Bree Wayne, did you get your assignment before we move any further? I didn't know. Did she acknowledge? Did she get her assignment? You got your assignment, Bree Wayne? You got it. I want to
No,
make sure.
she didn't acknowledge it at all.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. So, um, let me know if you got your assignment. That's Colin Murray Boyles, 6'7", sophomore. Is he going in the draft? He gonna go in the draft this early? He averaged 16.2 points, 9.3 rebounds.
If he
Kid probably
keeps
get
gunning
drafted
like
somewhere.
this,
No,
he probably is gonna go.
your assignment is this. You cancel the golden egg. Remember, because it's not Easter, and we got these stocking stuffers that we've been doing, and we're gonna do it again today because it's still kind of
Yeah,
Christmas
you did
season.
that.
Oh, what the hell are we gonna do now? What's the next thing? We need for you to come up with what is the next thing. It's not the golden egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not the
You
Easter
did
egg.
that,
It's not Easter yet. Not Christmas.
Wayne. You
What do you
did it.
got? What do we got? What is
You
going to carry us till Easter now? Okay, you got it. All right, now. Uh,
exactly.
no, don't
You
laugh.
did this.
I wasn't looking for a laughing my ass off. That was it. I was looking for okay, got it, Auntie. We're gonna help you out. Something like that. Laughing my ass off. That's so not what I was looking for. Okay, so the next game that Colin got up is against the Blue Hose. Um,
Blue
yeah,
hose.
look, I mean, listen, this is a kid who
I said it doesn't
he's
count
a
unless it's the
sophomore.
women's team.
It- I know some. I know some. Never mind. I digress. It's not nighttime. Um. Okay. Here's the thing. He's a sophomore right now. If he's going into the draft, I'm not sure. He plays about 29 minutes. He shoots about 65 from the field, 30 from three. Averages about
He's not going.
9
He's not
rebounds, 2
going in the
assists, 1.5
no,
blocks, 1 steal.
no, not with those numbers. No.
16 points,
Nope.
16.2 points. 6'7", 245. Could he grow into something as a sophomore right now? By senior year, could you see him getting drafted, or you just see this kid as kind of being a good college kid? I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know.
Yeah, no, he's a good athlete. I have seen highlights on him. I didn't know who he was though, but he does. He's a good athlete. The only thing, I mean, you're not getting in this draft if you're not. And he does block a lot of shots. Now, those shots are not at all against top talent either.
Is he coming out this
Like,
year
I
though,
mean,
y'all?
he did have like no.
There's no
I mean,
reason for him to come
honestly,
out
he
this year,
could,
right?
but he wouldn't be a lottery pick though. You only come out if you're going to be in the top 10 or top 12 in picks. It's the only time you're going to come out. You're not going to come out
Okay,
unless
yeah, nah.
unless you know
6'7",
somebody.
he's got good size. He's got good size. If he can build on what I
Yeah,
see
he
right
has
now,
good size. He's a good
okay.
athlete too. Yeah, he's definitely a good
I'm
athlete.
guessing he has
Now
to remember
the only thing is, like I said, looking at his numbers, you're not coming out unless you're going to be a lottery pick because the team's not doing too well this year. It's not starting well. And I mean, even though they've won, their last
Is this
6.
Chloe, man? Ain't this
Who?
Chloe, man?
No,
Murray Boyle.
no. It's somebody. It's something Junior. Is her man?
Okay, I don't know. He got a double name. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
Chloe, man. He Colin Murray
Who,
Boyle
this
Jr.
guy?
It's him. Yeah, it's him.
Oh,
This her man.
Junior. Okay, yeah, it's Junior. I knew there was a Junior in there because I just watched their little
I just
TikTok.
didn't say the junior part.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If it's Junior, yeah, that is her man. She's the only Junior on the team, I think. And that's who
Okay, yeah.
messing around with. He's a good athlete. But I don't he's not coming out. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't have him come out this year. I don't see him.
As long as he's in a relationship with Chloe, he ain't coming out of college. Not yet.
What does the relationship with Chloe got to do with anything?
It has everything
You don't
to
think
do
he can't
with it.
date her while
Evidently,
he in
they're
the NBA?
very close.
You don't think he can't date her while they in the NBA?
Not as a second round pick. He's not.
So what's gonna happen when they both go pro?
Oh, when they go pro, he'll probably be if he continues on this.
So you think he'll have some more money by then? You said he won't be a second round pick.
He'll get picked between 1 and 50.
Okay.
Right.
You saying
That second, the rookie salary is one thing.
C&B
That
make that bread.
second contract is everything. That
Okay.
second
I follow
contract
you now.
is
I follow you
everything.
now. When I watch him, I think he missing the jump shot. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna watch him some more because somebody asked me, did I support the was I a
Right.
Gamecock, a man Gamecock fan? So yeah, I'm gonna watch more of the Gamecock man
Right.
games. We'll see.
The junior. Well, they're starting to win now. The first part of the season, they weren't doing too well. Then again, they haven't really played the top talent yet. But when they get into SEC play, there's enough people to play. Kentucky's there, so they'll be able to deal with them. A few other teams. Clemson's not too bad. This is the last time we'll hear this.
Well, last time. This is the last time that we get to hear this because Bree Wayne is gonna come up with something else. So one more time for the road.
Yeah, Bree Wayne.
Y'all know what it is.
That is your real name.
It's MJ Stockings the first. Let's go, baby. What you got for us?
All right, so I stuck in a third one here at the very end at the deadline here. We got LaQuint Allen, running back for the Syracuse Orange, should get a touchdown. Might get two if you want to get frisky and put him down for 2 touchdowns. You might get it. Jordan Clarkson. Oh, by the way, you can see Allen is at minus 650 to score, which is kind of a gimme. It's like basically add him on to your 2-leg parlays to make a third parlay so you can get your boost, right? You know how get the boost.
And for the shop around. Best slides out there.
Jordan Clarkson, 3-pointers, over 1.5 threes. He'll be gunning like he always does. Hopefully he'll make some tonight. And Miles Bridges is back. He is on one of my fantasy leagues. Take him for over 2.5 assists. He'll have the ball enough to be able to pass it back to LaMelo, and LaMelo's going to shoot. That's usually what happens when you watch these games. They pass the ball around a little bit, and then once it gets back into their hands, usually they're looking to shoot the ball. Melo's shooting from 3. Miles is taking it to the rack or shooting some kind of mid-range. So yeah, I think they shoot like 30 to 35 times a game between the two of them. So trust me when I tell you there'll be opportunities.
All right, that was like a sure shot, huh? Pew, 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 pew. Look.
Oh man. So much happens.
So I got a question. So much. We get way out of control. And me and Coach are gonna be unsupervised this evening again at 11. So who knows when we're gonna break out. We will be unsupervised again at 11 o'clock. I'm coming up here in just a few minutes. We're gonna be back with the Political Lil live chat about Jersey Gate. We're gonna really get into this Caitlyn and Asia retirement jersey on the same day. And then I got a Gamecock with Cess coming up tonight. So we're gonna see the state of the Gamecocks, fam. So we're gonna have a real Gamecock meeting about the state of the Gamecocks. So pull up for that. MJ, what you got? Well, I got a question for you. So is there possible to get like a big bowls, just the big bowls, anytime touchdowns for the big bowls?
They're so spread apart that we can do them.
That's what I was scared of. Yeah. That they wouldn't be. They don't hit like 2 days.
Yeah, it's like maybe 2 or 3. Like we can spread them out over a couple of days. Yeah, because what's gonna happen is that they're gonna stagger some of the bowl games, and then the winners got to wait another week to play. We can do it. I mean, as long as
just for these ones that's coming up here this first round or whatever, going into like the new year, because I know they're gonna do like what 29th, 30th, something like that.
I'm glad you brought that up. I think we'll do it tomorrow because we're gonna have a big slate tomorrow, big slate, big weekend slate for tomorrow. So, yeah, we can definitely do it.
All right, cool. So, what anything else you got before we get ready to get out of here?
I don't know. I think we're at the whim of Bree Wayne right now. I think she's taking over the show.
Yeah, she's
taking over the show. Just like what is that? Die Hard 3? Is that Die Hard 3 when they came in Fort Knox with the tanks and all that, the big old trucks and?
I do not remember Die Hard like that. You got me after the first one. You be Kanye, motherfucker. After that, I don't know. That was it. That was the
classic. Yeah, that people don't even realize.
One
That
of
was
the best
that was
Christmas movies out there.
movie.
One of the best Christmas
It was a
movies out there.
Christmas
How
movie.
it got to be a Christmas movie, I have no idea. But everybody
Yeah, it
thinks
was
of
right
the
around Christmas. I went and saw it in the
maybe
theater
because it
on
came out.
Christmas Day.
Maybe it came out at Christmas, so that might be.
No, yeah, I went and saw it on Christmas Day. Yeah, it was good.
So,
It
we
was
appreciate y'all pulling
excellent.
up. I gotta get ready to jump out of here, y'all, because I gotta get to the next show. Uh-oh.
Let's go, Bree Wayne. You got
Something
homework,
just happened.
Bree Wayne.
She just said, so we're gonna have to help. She a whole bot. You see this?
What?
First of
You
all,
better open up your thesaurus.
the screen did something weird. I get this message with Bree Wayne, so y'all gonna have to help me come up with something else after stocking stuffers. My dictionary is broken. Oh.
Yeah. Go pick up your thesaurus. What, dog? Yeah.
My dog in my dictionary. You a whole bot. What do you mean? Just re-download another one. Get an upload. I don't know.
Exactly.
You don't got no AI friends?
Exactly.
You ain't got no AI friends?
Oh man.
95 alive. Just saying.
Alive, I think.
I'm gonna get this. Okay. Y'all pull back up for the like I said, the 30th American series in conjunction with BY's Poly Sports Podcast. We're gonna talk Asia. Then after that, I got a Gamecock show coming up later this evening, and then the CC show to close the night down. Y'all know what it is. Run them likes up. If you didn't hit the like on the way in, hit it on the way out. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Get in this conversation. We turning it up come January 1st. We turning it up come January 1st, so y'all be ready. Thank y'all so much for the support. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We out.